My seed collection is just totally out of hand. Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and this is my Alabama farm life. And since spring seems to be here in west central Alabama, I'm going to get some of these older seeds into the ground and see if I can get them to grow. Right now I'm going to go out into my raised bed garden. This is my winter garden, and the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to harvest some of these Brussels sprouts. Some of them are a little bit too mature, and I found a couple of rotten ones, but I was able to harvest a decent amount of Brussels sprouts. They're not real firm, but I think I can chop them up finely and maybe put them in a salad. I haven't decided yet, so we shall see. Now, I was able to grow a little bit of broccoli, but I think the cold got to it and killed it. But I have these two beautiful cabbages that we were able to grow, and we're going to be harvesting them pretty soon, but I'm going to give them a little bit more time. And now that I've made some more room, I went ahead and threw some Hass beet seeds on the right-hand side. And then over here on the other side, where I ended up pulling up a lot of the Brussels sprouts that had already gone over, I put in some radish seeds. Now, these are going to be the breakfast radishes. I really love those. And over here in my next bed, I have my spinach and my carrots. Now, since it's gotten pretty warm, the spinach has just grown like crazy. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to harvest some. I'm pretty sure I've decided on making a salad with this spinach. I've got some really nice big leaves. There's going to be some smaller leaves that'll probably be perfect for a salad, and I'll feed these big ones to the rabbits. They're going to love it. Now, this spinach I planted in November, and I hoped that it would have stayed a little bit warmer and I would have been able to harvest spinach throughout the winter, but that didn't happen, but that's fine. Spring is here and I am harvesting spinach, and I'm really excited to have all these greens coming into the house. Spinach is really easy to grow. It loves cool weather, but it prefers temperatures in the 60s and probably the 70s to grow it at its best. But unfortunately, we had a cooler winter. Although it was warmer than usual, it wasn't quite warm enough to get the spinach growing like I wanted to. But that's okay. I'm very happy with what I'm getting right now. In fact, while I'm sitting here cutting all this spinach, I have decided what kind of salad I'm going to make. I'm going to take some of those Brussels sprouts and chop them up fine. I may just throw them in, or I may braise them a little bit before I do. I have some pecans left over from the holidays, and I bought a new package of ranch dip, and I have some yogurt, and I think I'm going to mix that up. And I'm just going to make me a very simple Brussels sprout, spinach, and pecan salad. And I wish I had some blue cheese chunks, because I love a ranch blue cheese salad dressing. That sounds really good. Maybe I'll run to the store and get some. I don't know. But I was thinking of having this as a side dish or even as its own meal. But I'm really looking forward to eating some fresh greens straight from my garden. And of course, the cats have to get in and help me out with the gardening. As I was harvesting my spinach, I looked over and caught my cats in my raised beds, exactly where I do not need them to be. Church, get out of my cabbage. Thank you, sir. All right, well, I have almost a full bowl. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but it really is. All right, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to go ahead and plant some of these lettuces that I have. I've had them for a while, but let's see if I can get them to sprout. So the chickens have done a really good job cleaning out my beds. I just took the fences down and I let them get in and have their way with my raised beds, and they've done a pretty good job. I just need to turn the soil just a little bit. It probably would be a good idea if I did some amendments, but I'm not sure if these seeds are going to sprout, but I want to give them a try. And if they do, great. And if they don't, well, I have a lot more seeds that I can put in here. Now, I'll make little rows in the soil and put the seeds in the rows, but I've decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to throw them out, spread them around into the soil, because this afternoon we are supposed to get some heavy rain. And I'm hoping that the rain, if it's heavy enough, it'll just rinse the soil up over these seeds. They'll get a good drenching and they'll grow. But it's going to be a couple of days before I know if that works or not. I decided that I needed to go in and get some marigolds. I had this brand new pack of marigolds and I'm going to throw them in here. We're going to see if we can get them to grow too. Oh my goodness. The wind is picked up a lot here in the last week or so, but I'm done. I've got my seeds in with my Brussels sprouts. I've harvested some spinach. I'm going to give my carrots a little bit more time because they're quite not ready. And guys, I have so much spinach to harvest. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. And then I have my nice cool weather lettuce and some marigolds in this bed. And I am done. So I'm going to call it a day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed and joyous day. And don't forget to like and share this video. And thank you so much for all my members.